your mom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing a haul video. I know it's been a while since I did one of these. As I mentioned before, I've kind of slowed down my shopping, but there are a few things that are still on the way. So, yeah, this is just a time of my life where I'm just trying to wrap up everything and make final purchases and all these other things. So there will be like 4 or 5 other hauls coming up in the next couple of months, and hopefully that will wrap up my shopping and my my haul kind of sort of thing. But today I've got quite a bit because it is what's built up over the holiday seasons. I didn't go too crazy, but I think it's built up and there's quite a lot now. First of all, I wanted to mention some of the clothes I got. I'm a huge fan of t-shirts, and this brand, Omocat, has been one of my favorites since the brand opened. I've been following them. Unfortunately, I could never kind of put aside money to purchase any of them, but during one of their sales, I just kind of bit the bullet and went for it and got 2 t-shirts and 2 jumpers or crew necks, whatever you want to call them. And then later on I got 2 other shirts from basically a t-shirt shop in New Zealand called JJ's. And obviously I had to shop in the boys section because the girls only get like really dumb designs. Sorry, I don't mean to say dumb, I just mean like really pandering to girls, sort of like Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn, and Plusheen, anything about unicorns and all these other things, whereas the boys side gets all the cool stuff like superheroes and anime and all these other things. So I will show them off to you now. This shirt I'm wearing right now is from Omocat. It's one of her original like first releases. It is called Oni Boy. And then I'll put the 2 Dragon Ball ones aside for now. The main reason why I decided to buy from Omocat in the first place is because of this shirt. I Am Here. I think it's just super cute, and this just made me want to buy from the store. I also got this yellow jumper. Another one of the earlier releases, but I still really love this design. Slightly creepy, but really sweet and cute. And then this one is actually a newer release. It's actually a collaboration with an artist called Billy, and it's kind of like a dark blue navy anime nurse design, and I love this brand so much. It kind of makes anime apparel very like hip and fashionable, so I do really like them. If you're interested in buying some Omocat gear as well, I will leave the link down below, as well as links to the items that I purchased. Okay, next up we have the Dragon Ball Z stuff. So I noticed that I've bought a lot of yellow and orange shirts, but I swear it's not like a thing where I like them particularly, but I have nothing against bright shirts, and got this Goku one because they were having like a 2 for $50 sale, and it's not really a sale, but they're about $38 each. It's just a special. This is the one I really wanted, so I got this white shirt with neon Cell Saga characters. Looks so cool, so I had to get this one, and I got the Goku one just to take advantage of that special. So those are all the clothes I've got. Honestly, it's the most I've spent on clothes for myself in a very long time, so I'm pretty glad. I'm a huge t-shirt fan, as I've mentioned before. So yeah. Next up is a figure. I didn't get too many, but my friend recently informed me that she helped me get this Token Rambu figure. I forget his name because honestly I don't play the game or watch the anime. I just like the way the figures look and how the characters are designed. So because I got that one, I had to get myself the little brother of that character. So here he is. I got this secondhand, but he is in perfect condition, still sealed and all that. There's a little bit of a bump in the corner on the box, but I really don't care since it's really hard to see him in the box. I will just show you what he looks like from the back. Such a handsome character. There are a few other token characters I really want to collect, so I will maybe make my way through that, but trying to collect the whole line might be impossible for me. I will set him down there. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Okay, let's get some games out of the way. I think this year's year I realized that I'm not much of a gamer anymore. I used to collect games primarily in high school. Most of my games are from that time. But there are a few that I still wanted to add to the collection, and these are it. I know this one has a remake, so The Witch and the 100 Knight. This one is a PS3 game, but it has a PS4 remake and a sequel. So maybe I will get those as well, because I'm into collecting multiple copies of the same game. Speaking of which, this is such a case. I got the PS4 release of Dragon's Crown. This is the Steelbook edition. So it's got the plastic slip and the kind of bevel, is that what it's called? Yeah, raised steelbook, and I think it's really nice. The back is beautiful. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of Vanillaware, the studio that produced Dragon's Crown, and Odin Sphere, Muramasa, and all these other ones. Speaking of which, someone stole my Vita, or someone stole or lost my Vita, and it has my Muramasa on it amongst like other things, like 400 hours of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on it. Thinking about it just makes me want to cry. Hopefully I'll be able to find a copy of a Vita later on. Unfortunately, it's not quite a big hit in New Zealand, so they've stopped selling it at our local GameStop. Oh, it's okay. Such a bummer. I'm just gonna move on from that topic. Ugh. I also got this one. It's the Gundam Versus Gundam game. It's actually my first Gundam game, and honestly, it's really hard to control for me to get used to it, but I got it because Gundam, and it has Barbatos in it, and just I like adding to my anime game collection, so that is that. And this one is a visual novel. Some of you may know, or whoever follows me on Instagram will know that I got this a little bit ago. It's the official English release for Sweet Pool, which is it is my favorite nitro+Chiral game. For those of you who are not experienced with that company, it's basically a BL eroge company that has a lot of focus on like really dark themes. So the content tends to be really dark and violent and a little bit taboo or uncomfortable for your average consumer. So just keep in mind if you want to get into it. I know it makes some people uncomfortable or offend certain people. So just be careful as you are experiencing this. This one in particular has really sad stuff like cannibalism and mutilation and all these other awful things, but it is a good story and I really enjoy this. I got the limited edition that has the postcards, and I think the soundtrack comes with the limited edition. I'm not sure, actually, can't remember, but my version came cracked. So sad. So this was like $50, but I'm thinking of getting myself a new copy because, So yeah, that is a Sweet Pool, and I think that's all the games or kind of like digital media that I got the rest are books and other things related to that, so I will go straight through them. I got this one probably earliest out of everything here. This is the Kanoya Sachiko monochromatic art book. It's called Coloring Book, and it is what it says on the tin. It is a monochromatic art book. Really beautiful ink work from this artist. For those of you who have purchased the English version of this artist's art book coming out by Iron Circus Comics, I think that's what they're called, you'll be pleased to know that this book in its entirety, or maybe exactly all of it, is included in that book. Since I funded that project on Kickstarter, I did get a PDF copy of the art book, so I know the contents. Unfortunately, it doesn't have everything that is included in... So this entire book is not included in that English version. I think most of it is included, especially the color versions. I think the English version is a little bit more expansive, but as I've mentioned in my closer look video for this art book, a lot of the content is actually black and white. So this whole section here, basically not included in the English version, which is sad, but you can still find most of this stuff on her website. If you go through all the tabs, you can see all her little comics and stuff. So yeah, if you're a fan of this artist, as I am, as you can tell, the English version will include this coloring book. So you don't have to get it separately, is what I'm trying to say. Carrying on, getting Kickstarter out of the way, I also have this beautiful gem. It's called Heart of Gold. It is a free webcomic that you can read online. I will put the description link down in the description as well. Basically, they had a Kickstarter to print their first book, Act 1 of their series, and I had to get it because it is just beautiful. Look at the, this is the comic that I funded. It's hardback, that's the dust jacket, and inside you can see like the gold leafing on the pages as well. The comic is just beautiful. Each painting is beautifully, each page and panel is beautifully painted. For those of you who are interested in a lovely kind of, I find it quite slow, but in a pleasant way. Definitely check this one out. It's free, so you know there's no reason why you shouldn't. It also came with a few beautiful prints. This is actually my favorite, with the stag and the bird. I forget what they're called. So those are the prints. Also comes with a beautiful foiled bookmark. Let's see. And this little book here, it's kind of like behind the scenes and what kind of research went into producing the book, their color stories, thumbnails, and other things like branding and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. So if you guys are interested, definitely check them out. As part of the Kickstarter bonus, I got a few pins. I have this one. Hope you can see it. Honestly, really pretty. This is a tiny one, so I doubt this one will show very well, but I'll try. And a roll of washi tape as well. Let's see. So yeah, that's that. Almost there with the Kickstarter stuff. I know there's a lot of horror stories going on about, you know, Kickstarter and people not delivering the content that they promise. I personally never had that experience, but I think it's because I back projects that I know are mostly finished, and they're usually kind of art or comic book projects, and those tend to not be so unreliable, unlike the video game side and the technology side of things. I know those ones are a bit on and off with like their updates, and sometimes, you know, you're kind of gambling on whether or not the creators are trustworthy. But so far my experiences are pretty darn awesome. I guess it really depends on who you back and what you're backing. Sorry, I'm just trying to put it back in here. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. One more. This one I can't really show you the contents of because of the nature of, you know, the contents. But it is Monsters and More volumes 1 to 3 in the, what you call it? The case, the bookcase, and a bunch of other like stickers, patches, and postcards. These kind of goodies that come with this. It's basically an R18 monster like appreciation book. It's an art book. 3 art books that come in here. It comes with print as well, foiled with gold and all that. I want to take it out and show you, but honestly, I can't censor everything. So if you guys are interested, I'll put the links to the artist and all that stuff down below. You can check them out, see what they have. And I'm sure there'll be other opportunities to get this book. So if you're interested, there's that option. Alright, now to the stuff that people are actually interested in, which is anime, manga, and all this other stuff. You guys know I'm really into Hinomaru Sumo nowadays, the sumo anime, so I got myself a clear file. To my surprise, on the other side, I get a Boku no Hero Academia clear file. I didn't know it was part of like a Jumps cover series, but if you guys are interested in trying to collect them, here is the complete list of clear files that you can get with this series. I think it's some sort of like 50th anniversary Jump event. At least that's what I'm gathering from this. Because it says G though, I think it might be like, oh, it is. It's an Ichiban Kuji prize. That would explain it. So Ichiban Kuji run by Banpresto is basically like a lucky dip. You just pull a prize from a box of random stuff and see what you get. This one is prize G. Anyway, I paid for this because they do sell it separately as well. I got a few doujinshi. I got more than I'm actually going to show you here, but because of the nature of most doujinshi, I won't. But these ones I feel like I can show you. So the first one is this really not old, but I guess kind of retro Sailor Moon doujinshi. I think the art is just beautiful, as you can see. The style is super pretty, and it came out, this doujinshi came out in the 90s, I think, and the print quality is so good. I think if you try to get into it, Japanese doujinshi are like super collectible. I feel like their printing is really good. Like, good printing is accessible to the masses, whereas I find that a lot of Western comics that I buy tend to be kind of poor quality. Like, people don't know what kind of, they don't know anything about paper grain, they don't know about colors, like CMYK and all these other print specific information is not available to the masses, whereas I think Japan has it really sorted. I also got this really random animals illustration art book. It's just like an artist's rendition of different animal characters, but I do really enjoy this art style of kind of blocky, sharp stuff, so I got it for that. I also got this little doujinshi, so cute. It's actually, I think, about a rabbit and a dog, but I do appreciate anthropomorphic art. So furry characters, I'm all about that. I love them very much. I just think it's so cute. So this little comic I got as well. I also have this doujinshi. It's a Gegege no Kitaro doujinshi. I follow this artist on Pixit, and this is like based on the current airing anime, the 2018 style of Kitaro. I really do love it though. I think it's super cute. Let's see what kind of page I can show off. That looks great. I don't know. It's really cute. And the art is super nice. The printing is really good. Yeah. One more doujinshi. Not really a doujinshi. Indie comic. This one is R18, but I feel like I can show you because it is not so obviously perverted. I'm just gonna go through my BL manga first. I got a lot this time around. I guess we can just go straight in hardcore first. So I love Sakura. She is an amazing guilty pleasure for me. I love the artist. I love her really ridiculous stories. And this is her new book. I've covered this middle section with the obi for modesty, but this artist, I don't think there's a safe page in here. I'm sorry. Let me just no. Yeah, this artist isn't known for safe, so I guess I can't show you. But this person is amazing, beautiful artist, hilarious stories. So yeah, big fan. That's her book, and I got it. I also got this. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm glad I got this one, and if this artist has any more content, I will be buying them because this one is a anthropomorphic BL manga as well. And I mean, it's still safe, but it's still got those themes, I guess. So it's adult themes, but really beautiful in tone and style. You can kind of just tell from the cover what kind of tone this book has, and it's just lovely, beautiful art. And the goat in here is so cute. Let me just show you. Where's that goat? I don't know if you can see him, but that little guy, so cute. Anyway, got this book, super happy that I did, and I will be getting more as I find them. I tend to do this thing where I grab a lot of the same author's work in one go, and this series, Sneaky Red, is actually a series that I wanted to get while I was in Korea, but it's a little bit violent and has some dark themes, and some of the like random girls behind me were talking about it, so at the time I didn't feel safe to purchase, but now that I am not in that environment, I got the Japanese editions for these books. I've read a bit of it, and honestly it's up my alley, but I can see why it won't be other people's, so just be careful when you are reading, especially BL manga. I feel like it's tends to be a lot darker. So just be careful, and yeah. I don't think it's even that dark considering what's out there, but I mean, look at the cover. It looks like it hurts. This one, same author, but super cute cover. I haven't read this one yet, so I'm excited to see what that's about. I have these three from this artist. Honestly, I think the main character looks like Naruto, but he's not. He's just some like Yankee. I got 2 volumes. I'm pretty sure that's the first one. Yeah, first one, second one. I'm covering the top of this one for modesty. Oh, I should. And how do I do this? And this book here, I'm covering for modesty as well. I got the second volume of Momo and Manji. During one of my other hauls, I got volume 1, and then I got the Korean version of this. So now I'll have to get a Korean version of volume 2. But this is the Japanese one, and I really love this art style so much, and I think the story's super cute. So I'm excited to see what this book has in store. I also got this one because it has a similar, like not similar, but a unique art style in the BL. And funnily enough, I think the title is similar to this, though I'm pretty sure they're not by the same person. No, they're not by the same person. Maybe they're published in the same magazine? No, not even the same magazine, so it's funny. But this one is called Yuki and Matsu. This is volume 1. I will be getting volume 2 when that comes out because I really do love this kind of old, different art style. It's really pretty. So, got this BL manga. The cover was interesting. I think this is a PG one. Yeah, it's a PG BL manga and it looks really cute, so I got it. Honestly, I got this for the cover because it's so graphic and cute. But it also came with this special paper. BL manga. Don't know what it's about, but I'm excited to see what it is. I also got these 2, same author but different stories. These ones here. I got this set of, obviously it looks very suggestive. Never heard of it, never heard of the author, never seen it before, but it came in a set of 3, so I bought them. Honestly, I got this one for the cover because it looks so sad, and I'm into sad stories, so we'll see. Whether I keep that one or not depends on what the actual story is like. This one here, I love. I've read this before, and which is why I got it. It's kind of gory. It's one of those it's gory, so be careful if you're squeamish or anything like that, but it's really funny, which I love. I love the mix of really scary, gory stuff plus funny. It's a good mix for me, I don't know why. So I do love this. The art style is beautiful, characters are really cute. Circumstances is very violent, but the tone is very bright, so I just love that stuff. Next up I got, and we're nearing the end here. Sorry, it's a very long video. I got the entire collection of Shut Hell in Japanese, so we have volumes 1 to 14, and I do believe that is everything. I want to collect this in Korean as well, but when I saw the entire Japanese set for I think under $50, this is like the great thing about Japanese manga is that they're all so cheap individually. Obviously for overseas people like me, there are shipping costs and all these other things that add to it, but to get a whole series under $200 is just super amazing for me. So Shut Hell, got it. It's happy. I'll put it down here. And finally, it's my last batch of books. I got basically every release of Shigeru Mizuki's work published in English. I think the only one I don't have is the Adolf Hitler one. Maybe I'll pick that up after I've read some of his other works, but he's also the artist who drew Gegege no Kitaro, and you guys know that I really love that series. I love Japanese folklore and yokai. I like all countries and cultures, folklore and demon stories and stuff like that. And Kitaro is like the most famous and classic collection of yokai stuff, I think. So I got this one is The Birth of Kitaro. It's the first volume that came out, I'm pretty sure. And then the second one is Kitaro meets Nurara Hyun. Kitaro's Strange Adventures. Kitaro and the Vampire Slayer. And Kitaro the Great Tanuki War. And these are the five that are released currently. There are 2 that are available for pre-order, and obviously I have already pre-ordered both of them. I'm really excited to see the rest of these stories get published. Just keep in mind that these ones are just like selected stories. It's not in sequence at all. I don't know why companies do this. I guess it's because they're not sure how well the books are going to do and they don't want to commit to the long run. They're just going to pick like the most popular stories and see how it goes. But honestly, I think Kitaro is very fun. It's good for all ages. It's actually got a little bit dark for really young children, but I don't think they'll pick up on the darkness until they grow up. So anyway, this one is Nonnomba. Honestly, this one is really fun. It's basically a autobiographic manga about his childhood. This lady that he used to know as a child who really influenced his interest in his lifelong interest in yokai and the supernatural and that kind of stuff. His art style is super amazing. I mean, look at this blend of really realistic backgrounds and these cartoony characters. I think their expressions are super alive, and I know it sounds super pretentious to talk about art. I honestly hate it so much to talk about art, but I hope you can appreciate his genius. He's really an amazing artist. Another one I got, this one is one of his historic ones, is Onwards to Our Noble Deaths. Now this one is obviously more serious. It's actually about war. If you know anything about the artist, you'll know that he is a war veteran. He's and his war books are very well researched and has a very pacifist outlook on war and stuff. I really have a lot of strong feelings about, the violence that people have, people do to each other, and it's really awful. And I'm really interested on a personal level on what this author has to say about his experiences and what people do. On that note, I did buy basically Shigeru Mizuki's masterwork, which is his Showa series. They are very, very big books. They're like dictionary thickness. Let me just compare to a Kitaro book. Can you see the difference? Basically, Showa is 4 volumes of this size, and it covers between 1926 to I think 1989, which is just an epic span of history. It's gonna take me a lot of motivation and willpower to read all of this, honestly, because as much as I love reading dark stuff, historical stuff, it does wear me down quite a bit. So yeah, that is the complete collection of Showa. It's a beautiful collection, actually. There are some color pages in here as well, if you guys are interested in the quality. I think these are like real, like, presentation comics, not just like, you know, everyday casual reading sort of releases like this media. Nothing wrong with them, of course. I love them very much, but you can tell when certain pieces are they're presented differently. This one has a very matte cover, really nice paper quality, really nice cover quality, color inserts, and a lot of background forwards and afters and translation notes and all that stuff. A lot more care has been put into the manga, whereas, you know, the casual reading stuff, it has a little bit less of that stuff. Anyway, that is my big haul. I think it feels pretty big. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and actually within the week or two, I'll have another haul. This one is gonna be Iron-Blooded Orphan, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. It's honestly just, it was very expensive for what is gonna come. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys look forward to that one. I'll be back with a few more videos later on. Until then, I will see you next time. Goodbye!